organization, there are firewalls, there are regulatory, and there are very clear lines between the medical and the commercial. So one of those misconceptions is when we're coming out and engaging through medical in different ways, we're trying to sell you something, not from medical. There's a sales force and that's what they do. But even having people understand that within medical, right, there's a variety of opportunities that people have access to in pharma, right? There are people in medical affairs who are really looking at medications that have been approved and how do you educate healthcare providers, communities, organizations around the safety, efficacy, how do you address data gaps and really looking at data gaps that inform the research and development. How are you generating new evidence from real-world evidence from the approved products? People are in safety and pharmacovigilance. That's all part of pharma, where from before a medication is approved, while it's approved, and in post-marketing, pharmacovigilance and safety. I'm talking about different roles within pharma. There are people who are in research and development. They are in R&D. Some of them are in very early pipeline discovery. There's a whole discovery group of people in early clinical development, people in later asset development. All of that is pharma. There are people in health outcomes and economics who are looking to see how is this going to get into a guideline? What is the population benefit of this medication? There are people who do just real world evidence, driving these things, all of which to say there are a variety of roles, and there are pharma companies that are large pharma companies, and there's some that are biotech, small startups, all of which are ways in which you can contribute your incredible asset. And pharma needs people who have actually been on the outside, who understand the unmet needs, the data gaps, what is going to be important to inform strategy. So those are all the different ways. So for people who just want to understand what your colleague who's in pharma does, or if you're thinking of a career where that could be an option, it's important to understand what actually happens on the other side. There are people who know very early that I'm looking for a career in pharma, right? In medical. I'm speaking around medical. And some of those people know it's important to have, obviously, your credentials, check. Clinical experience, because that's something you bring into the company that no one else is going to have, because you coming in you know what healthcare providers need, you know what the data gaps are, and you know what your colleagues, how they understand information, what they need to understand. And that is a valued asset. And I say that because sometimes when you're negotiating for